This video is brought to you by Answerly, a question platform that pays you for adding high-quality answers on different questions. The users are rewarded in Answerly tokens, which they can easily convert into dollars or any other cryptocurrency by using one of the exchanges mentioned in the description. Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. In today's video, we'll be talking about the 5 things rich people never do. Rich people are smart, whether it be in the money-making aspects of things, making and keeping connections, or knowing how to spend their money wisely. They're knowledgeable about what to do and what not to do. Whether they were taught by mentors, family, friends, or by themselves, they sure know how to keep their money flowing and their mind at peace. So without further ado, let's get started. Number 1. Worrying about what others think. Rich and successful people aren't concerned about what other people think of them. Yes, they seek counsel from mentors, but they do not let their family, friends, or society dictate what they will do with their lives or decide what would make them happy. These individuals march to the beat of their own drum and plan their own course through life. They educate themselves or ask help when needed, but they mostly move in accordance to their knowledge without entertaining or being fazed by other people's unsolicited opinions. They also don't gossip and waste time talking about other people. You know, it's rare to meet a rich and successful person who was willing to waste his or her precious time and mental energy gossiping about other people. Sure, they make mention of a mistake that some peer has made to express frustration with a situation. But a successful person sitting at the water cooler saying, "Oh my God, did you see what Sally was wearing yesterday?" is not usual. Did you hear that Jake is cheating on his fiancée? It just doesn't happen. They have enough stuff going on in their own life, so they know to stop focusing on other people and instead to focus on themselves. They also don't hold people responsible for their failures. You will never meet a successful person who places the responsibility for their mistakes on the shoulders of others, and you will rarely come across unsuccessful people who take ownership of their lives and accept responsibility for their lack of achievement. They don't whine about how the government, your parents, your work, and the rest of the world are all out to get them. Instead, they concentrate on how they can achieve success regardless of the conditions surrounding them. Rich people know that others have had it worse than they have and have gone on to have wonderful lives as a result. They know that if you accept responsibility for your life, you will have the ability to achieve whatever you set your mind to. But wait, before we proceed, like this video, smash the subscribe button, and click the notification bell right now because if not, you'll have financial bad luck. Don't want that to happen, right? So do make sure to keep on watching. Number 2. Buying unnecessary things. Rich people spend their money on things that make them better. They spend money on their business, on their personal growth, and on their passions. Unsuccessful people feel the compulsion to buy products and things that they don't need. Their houses overflow with crap they purchase from Walmart and useless gadgets that they wasted their money on. Successful people spend money intentionally and focus most of their income on things that assist in creation. Instead of spending their hard-earned money, they're more focused on keeping it in their bank account rather than watching it go. They have a wish list that helps them assess what they actually want or need. It helps prevent impulse buying too. When they're faced with a temptation, they take a moment to acknowledge it, that it's just temptation and they shouldn't follow that impulse. They find ways to keep in mind that every time they spend money on anything that isn't necessary, they're wasting their money. Every time they can't keep themselves from buying something they don't need, they save money. Rich and successful people are minimalists. They know that overconsumption is a problem that primarily affects people in the developed world. They acknowledge that people have become so accustomed to purchasing that it has become an obsession for them. Accept the knowledge that nothing, and I mean nothing, will ever make you happy. Learn to organize your thoughts, feelings, and decisions into a coherent whole. They advise that as soon as you rid your space of the stuff you already have but don't use, you'll realize that the amount of things you truly require in your life decreases dramatically. Number 3. Not planning ahead. The wealthy do not take risks with large financial decisions. Instead, they do everything they can to reduce risk. They conduct research and analysis to determine which options are best suited to their financial and business goals. They weigh the benefits and drawbacks before taking calculated risks. Will this bring me closer to my goal? They ask themselves when making financial decisions. They avoid taking risky bets that aren't likely to pay off, and they never treat money lightly. They also figure out how they can have multiple income streams and how they would handle their income. They know it's easier to make more money the more money you have. Having multiple income streams is also the simplest and fastest way to make money. You'll always have money coming in, and you'll be able to put the extra money toward new income streams. In a nutshell, this is the primary means by which the wealthy maintain their wealth. Active income, in which you work for the money you earn, and passive income, in which your pay is not directly proportional to the number of hours you work. Rental property, dividend stocks, index funds, writing a book, or developing an app are all examples of passive income that provide a steady stream of revenue that wealthy people tend to acquire. Number 4. Not making investments. The wealthy put their money to work for them. They understand that investing is the key to increasing their wealth. While it's important to save money for a rainy day, it's your investments that'll help you become wealthy. Saving means putting money in a safe place until you need it. But because most savings accounts don't pay much interest, this pile of cash will remain static and won't grow much beyond what you put in. Smart investments, on the other hand, will yield healthy returns, which you can then reinvest. When you invest in something, you're taking a risk, so you should never invest more than you can afford to lose. Investing is much more than a game of chance. One investment mistake could tear away a large chunk of your assets. So whenever you're considering an investment, whether it's in real estate or stocks, think twice. It's preferable for you to consider the advice of professionals and experts. Number 5. Underestimating self-help and self-reflection. Wealthy people are usually voracious readers, but their bookcases aren't filled with mindless beach reads. The wealthy recognize the value of self-education and pushing themselves to improve in all areas. In fact, if you look at the books stacked by their beds, you'll notice that most of them are self-help books. While 85% of the wealthy read 2 or more self-help books per month, only 11% of the poor read for pleasure, compared to 79% of the wealthy. Furthermore, wealthy people read news publications at a rate of 94% compared to only 11% of non-wealthy people. Every day, many self-made millionaires spend time focused thinking. They can reflect on their lives and goals, think about their health and relationships, consider their career and financial goals, and analyze where they're now and where they want to be by spending 30 minutes or more in a quiet space. Staying ahead of the market and considering what changes may be coming your way necessitates critical thinking time. It's also a good time to work on self-improvement and brainstorming new ideas. Journaling or writing may be used by some to help them come up with creative solutions and ideas. Just make sure you're thinking productively with your time. Don't waste mental energy on ruminations or negative thought loops that make you doubt yourself. The wealthy, on the other hand, do not. Self-reflection is a necessary skill for personal development. We walk around unconscious and often react to others and even ourselves if we don't have it. If you've ever had an emotional reaction to something or said something you later regretted, you can see how self-reflection can help you choose healthier responses and change behaviors, even thoughts, that aren't serving you well. Are you guilty of doing any of these habits? Let us know in the comments section down below. If you like this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to this channel. To learn more about Answerly and Answerly tokens, check out the links in the description.